Ed Malloy and Rodney Jokic healthy, 32.
Particularly forcing turnovers, and of course Minnesota has to be better and more
So than it had earlier in the series.
as he has a short clock.
Monster night that you know they need.
Obviously setting guys.
Shot clock at 5, Caldwell Pope. Early seconds of that game and just never. He's got to hurry, steps into a 3.
Their thing here, how they played historically.
Centering tonight. Edwards up
Denver, but he's still able to get done.
5 to shoot. Quickly, Caldwell Pope fading away. Minute mark, Edwards, full head of steam
To Minnesota and their pressure.
Murray turns the time adjustments. Alexander Walker.
The offensive production, we talk about foul trouble, and of course,
3-point play. This is Jokic at the other end. Solid start for the Timberwolves continues. Caldwell Pope skips it. This is Gordon left open. Edwards spins. They left him wide. Back to Porter. Fires. Spins. Fade. Head start. With the start. Free. Edwards. Euro.
right place at the right time. And
Gordon, 8 to shoot. Gordon, good. 12 of Minnesota's first 15 pounds. Barrel into the cup. Extends.
the points in the paint.
Towns. Chris Finch will sit Towns here. Jokic going to shoot with 43-point ball movement. Edwards left open. 3. Jokic surveys underneath.
Find and finish.
Alexander Walker left.
Very good this series.
Across. This is Porter.
Cute in the half court. Incredible to watch this young man develop.
For Denver's bench. Jokic up. Here's Jeff Green, year 15, 30. Malone told us before the game, we have to win the build-up, so they're losing in both. And Gil Alexander Walker pivots up to the rim. 8 points in game 3, but he didn't recognize, finally does. Grant, how surprised are you at this start? Here comes Noel. They desperately need something. Christian Brown fires an open 3.
With KCP and just right there, swing.
Trailer knifes into the paint, misses badly. Bruce Brown at the free throw line. In terms of value to their team. Feeds Prince underneath, spins, fades, high post. Right through the teeth of the defense.
Out of its offensive rhythm, and then bad starts throughout this series.
KCP trying to push, finger. At the free throw line already was.
It's great hearing him talk about his affection source to this bench, and particularly
Towns on the box. Next whistle puts Minnesota. He'll shoot over 2 so far for the Timberwolves. This is Towns, the spin. Brown takes Noel to the rack.
of the game, Jamal Murray, and with attacking.
One of the pocket 7. Prince lost Rivers, and he coughs it up again. Here both by Torian Prince. He is 15. Caldwell Pope behind the back end. And here comes Conley. Hesitation to the corner. Alexander Walker.
Who's going to manufacture baskets? They got to
3-on-1. Prince to the cup and
Jokic back in the game, but they have to.
Not so much in this series. Look at Jokic. This is Towns. Those long strides. 28-11. Recognizes, fires. Go to restoring order for the moment. Shoot, here he comes, barrel and baseline back. Porter from the corner. Towns. Jokic taking matters into his own hands from the field. Conley. Jokic puts it on the deck.
We're trying to do too much, but
it's all on the NBA app. How
the performance.
Jokic up top.
I think he can be rewarded as the game.
Poked away by Jokic, gets it back. For Nuggets, #1 seed in the West for the first. Caldwell Pope. Sequence. Into the corner, Prince, he'll fire.
That defense and dribble pin and
Points. Up top, the tip. Michael Porter Jr. really struggling. Porter will be the inbound man. Shoot over the top of Gobert. 2 muck for Michael Malone. He's got some agita. Back to Minneapolis. Alexander.
in a year out, but no DeJounte Murray for game 6.
And that has to give Chris Minneapolis on Thursday night. Off-balance shot. And
he was out by Edwards, and all you can do with 3:46 left building. Fun to watch.
Super coached and basically said Jokic over the top. So Denver has trailed this game by as many.
You know, they got to try to play defense without foul.
Reset, shadowed by KCP. 3-minute mark. Murray, exquisite. As the Nuggets have erased the 15. Extend this thing back to Minneapolis. 14 for Edwards. KCP. This is Denver. Timberwolves and Jokic underneath to Murray.
Edwards was playing. Catches it.
To the deck. Works against Gordon again. High arch. This is Caldwell Pope. As we come up on the final 60 seconds. Murray split
defense and effort.
Where splits 2, extends to the Porter Jr. deep in the corner.
Jr. wide open.
They got it from the corner. Short.
Wanted early on, but what got them
started this game with this Murray boy circuit night. his foot. Towns record, but you just get the sense that if they're going 0 of 7. Look at Edwards. Jokic. Full head of steam goes right into Jokic. Left
opportunities and convert their
own standards as Murray spins, fade, stumbling. A lot of comes
drawing fouls and
minutes here in the quarter.
And why that's important to have at points in the paint.
Jokic, Edwards taking contact. Gobert.
1-2 dribbles getting into the paint at best. There's a difference between being the Huntins if you're Denver.
In Minneapolis, Murray got 24.
But Murray getting going.
Jokic, you're 4th in the NBA in assists. Quicker than anyone else.
You know, gamesmanship. Interesting to follow as this game continues.
Year 10 of the league, first season with Minnesota in Denver with Finch. Just to really put my imprint on that team.
Able to connect and resonate with young buck.
Fades away, launches. Towns gonna fire. He up a point. Jokic shoots Minneapolis on Thursday night. Edwards, Jokic, they leave him, dare him to shoot. Weaving through a crowd. Jokic. Back of the rim twice as we come up on the midway point of this third. Walker now to Jokic. Prince working off the wing. And you saw it right there. Out. Jokic
playing great defense and the last few
is in. Boy, it goes back time. And they've got a 5-point lead. Jokic underneath to Brown.
For that easy too.
Edwards elevates. Edwards jacks it up. Spin. Gobert plays it well. They leave Brown totally unaccounted for. Good he was this season. This is Jokic from deep.
5 for 17 for the game.
Experiment. Karl Anthony Towns almost for 4 months really
playing while they're building it.
But Noel swings it into the corner. Prince and shoots. .45 left in the quarter in front of their bench. Murray's pass. Murray forced into a tough fade.
Denver able to get him. Denver making them pay.
Answer it.
Well, I'll tell you, they impressed me the other overtime. A lot of teams showing a lot of mental toughness on the
Towns trying to fend off. We forget this Minnesota team. Stephanie
took a shame for this team all season, obviously with at the end of the season, but no excuse.
Viroditas, Grant Hill, Stephanie ready. Up, Murray, launch for Murray. To his chest, Edwards fades. 24 for Edwards. Counted by Towns, he's gonna fire. Murray at the horn.
The year. They just scored 30 up, pick and roll, ISO. We got
right now.
Murray, Gordon coming of this series.
I mean, that's in rarefied air. He's only 20 in game 4. But how they free, and then Gordon with a...
This is their biggest lead of the night. This is
so much attention. Defense.
Murray turns the corner, takes Conley. Experience not a Towns. He'll fire. It's into the 4th. Here comes Porter. 7 shots. Underneath, Gobert was hanging around.
Make good play.
Rebounds. Jude. Murray. Long 2. Incredible. Jude. Gobert seals. Boy,
with time left.
Here. Eye on Jokic. But
in bunches.
Timberwolves push Denver. No. Conley the steal. Conley the rip. Conley.
As this game.
Alexander Walker left open. Here in game 5 to 2. This will be a Jokic the kick. This is Porter. Denver retakes the lead. Brown against Edwards. The spin again. He jumped at it. Against Gordon. Boy, they need something here.
Well, I'm not a first quarter kind of guy.
I'm more steal. Here comes Alexander Walker up top.
Possession for Minnesota.
Minnesota tonight has been something.
He has answered the bell here this game.
Here comes Cat. Nice in.
And Cat showing a lot of
Jokic, little body bump from Towns.
I think it was on Towns right there. Bear has 4. Chris being available is so important.
And get this thing back to Minneapolis.
Jokic, so you got to be smart.
People are talking about as a legitimate champion to the Western semis. This team away right here. Outside, this is Towns. Alexander Walker, the deflection. And whatever. Fires. Towns was fouled
on Jokic.
Here in Denver. Wants to take Murray, and
fourth quarter in the playoffs.
After the contact, 3 over the top of Towns, off balance.
Guys, the other team game, they found success when MP
scoreless. He's come alive here in the nearly the steal. Gordon gets it back. Gordon.
Well, there's an old securing that rebound.
In the fourth, here he comes, right on cue.
Dribble that Edwards.
Anthony Moore, but again, looking for,
maybe you don't set screen and roll, but
Murray, game Edwards, the kick. Alexander won a table. He has been in the bobble. He's going to fire. Shorts around a screen to the rack goes. Distance.
Job on Jokic early in the
Eyes a little bit. Let's see. Extends. Here comes the two-time MVP. Elevates. Missed seconds. Jokic, then a little hesitation. So Towns fouls. Knocked off OKC to take the fakes. Fires.
with 13 seconds left.
This team has a timeout. Signing in the offseason. Near side, Prince. No. Inbound to Jokic. Quick whistle. Career postseason triple-double for him. Attention in this building. 8 of 9 is Jokic. To him, Edwards launches. Edwards had a chance.
They did a good job getting the things they wanted early on, but what got them...
Level of detail, Stephanie, that they started this game with this Murray boy circuit. Actually, the Nuggets' largest lead of the night. Get his game going. The officials say he maintained his foot. Towns. Grant, I feel like a broken record, but you just get the sense that if they're scoreless in 19 minutes, he's 0 of 7. Look at Edwards.
Stay focused and stay aggressive.
Gordon. Jokic. Gobert full head of steam, goes right into Jokic. Left
Has to give some opportunities, some scoring opportunities, and convert them.
Scoring series by his own standards as Murray spins, fade. Towns puts it on the floor, stumbling. A lot of cover.
Once again, Towns drawing fouls, and
Karl Anthony Towns in less than 3 minutes here in the quarter.
And why that's important? The advantage they have with points in the paint.
Jokic around in this series. Edwards taking contact. Gobert.
Pretty much everybody on the team in the perimeter, 1-2 dribbles, getting into the paint.
To avoid having to go back to Minneapolis.
You said it best. There's a difference between being the hunt, having championship expectations if you're Denver.
6 in this series. It's Thursday night in Minneapolis. Murray tied. Murray's got 24.
That was unwarranted, maybe a technical opportunity, but Murray getting going.
Jokic. Nikola Jokic finished the year 4th in the NBA in assists. Grant, he just sees things quicker than anyone else.
I'm just mad I missed a shot. You know, gamesmanship series. So it'll be interesting to follow as this game continues.
Rudy Gobert, year 10 in the league, first season with Minnesota. Of course, they had that 1 year together here in Denver with Finch. Gave me the offensive reins to really put my imprint on that team.
Balance between old school, but also being able to connect and resonate with young.
Starting to cook, fades away, launches. Towns gonna fire. He punch from Jamal Murray and the Nuggets, but right now up a point. Jokic shoots. Timberwolves trying to get this thing back to Minneapolis on Thursday night. Edwards, and Edwards now has 20. Jokic, they leave him, dare him to shoot.
In half for these Nuggets.
Edwards weaving through a crowd. Jokic to the shoulder. Conley from the corner. Back of the rim twice. KCP to Jokic as we come up on the midway point of this third. Guarded tightly by Alexander Walker. Now to Jokic. Here, Rudy Gobert. Prince working off the wing. It's otherworldly. He is in that category. And you saw it right there. Out. Jokic.
They started off in the first quarter playing great defense, and the last few.
And as Caldwell Pope will sit, Christian Brown is in. Boy, it goes back. They win game 4 in overtime. It's unbeatable with Jokic healthy. They've got a 5-point lead across the 5-minute mark. Jokic underneath to Brown.
And Jokic finds him for that easy 2.
Terrific defender, Bruce Brown. Edwards elevates. He is 4th straight in this series. Edwards jacks it up. Christian Brown feeds the box to Jokic. Quick spin. Gobert plays it well. 5-point Timberwolves lead. They lead Brown totally unaccounted for. Almost hard to believe with how good he was this season. This is Jokic from deep.
3 for 5 from downtown. 5 for 17 for the game. To his mid-range jump shots.
Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, this experiment. Yay. Of course, they lose Karl Anthony Towns almost for 4 months. Really, playoffs, incredible.
Yeah, they're flying the airplane while they're building it. But
Edwards gets it to Noel, swings it into the corner. Prince knifes in, doubled. Prince. Green resets, turns, and shoots. From another triple-double. Buck 45 left in the quarter. An intense gaze from in front of their bench. Murray's pass. Rivers going all out. Murray forced into a tough fade.
I mean, 2 possessions in a row. Denver able to get a possession of the ball. Denver making them pay.
Taking body blows from Denver, and they keep answering.
Well, I'll tell you, they impressed me the other night. On a 12-0 run, they tied up, go to overtime. A lot of teams with this persistent team showing a lot of mental toughness on the
Green. 8 on the timer. Towns trying to fend off
at the free throw line.
And Grant, lest we forget, this is a Minnesota team. Kyle Anderson, we heard the report pregame from Stephanie. Took the #1 seed.
Oh, and that's been the theme for this team all season. Obviously, with you really only had a few games at the end of the season, but no excuse.
This has been a fun game to watch. Game 5, Spiro Ditas, Grant Hill, Stephanie Reddy. Jokic doubled up. Murray, launch. 28 for Murray. Murray right into his chest. Edwards fades.
If you're Minnesota, when you track.
24 for Edwards. He's out of fouls. Murray shouted by Towns. He's going to fire. Murray at the horn.
Have our best fourth quarter defense of the year. They just scored 30. He's not seeing the one guy in front of him. Post up, pick and roll, ISO. We got
question and that answer about Anthony Edwards right now. This fourth quarter.
3-pointer by Murray. Gordon coming for playoff triple-double. His second of this series. Won't be for long as Gordon readies at the stripe.
I mean, that's in rarefied air. He's only 20 the first 3 games. They lost it there in game 4. But how they first 2 possessions, Murray with a 3 and then Gordon with a.
Let's begin the fourth with 5 straight points. This is their biggest lead of the night. This is
right there. Alexander Walker. So much attention. Defense
so huge in this series. Murray turns the corner, takes Conley. Mike Conley, all that postseason experience, not a Towns. He'll fire. Go to 80. Just under 2 minutes into the fourth. Here comes Porter. He had missed his first 7 shots. Shot clock at 7. Towns underneath. Gobert was.
Minnesota just continues to hang around, make good play.
11 points, 13 rebounds. Now Murray. 3 to shoot. Murray, long 2. Murray, incredible. 10 to shoot. Gobert seals. Boy,
struggling now with 33 with time left.
Here after halftime, they really had to rely on Jokic, but
explosive. I mean, he can just score in bunches.
How far can the Timberwolves push Denver? Nope. Minnesota keeps coming. Conley the steal. Conley the
36. Unsuccessfully, I might add.
Conley.
So the team, the question is, can they continue as this game?
Here comes Gobert, the trailer. Now Alexander Walker left open. Both showing all kinds of fight here in game 5 tonight. Murray splits 2. This will be once again at his all-star level. Jokic the kick. This is Porter. Denver retakes the lead. Brown against Edwards. The spin, the get. First chance he got to hire him. He jumped at it. Towns against Gordon. Boy, they need something here. Officiating standpoint after a sluggish start.
Well, I'm not a first quarter kind of guy. I'm more
team foul. Porter nearly to steal. Here comes Alexander Walker up top.
In a 4-point possession for Minnesota.
The resilience from Minnesota tonight has been something.
Having his way defensively, and he has answered the bell here this game.
It's hit the last 8 points for the Timberwolves. Here comes Cat, knifes in.
The 2 stars having to step up. And Cat showing a lot of
5.5 left. Jokic, little body bump from Towns. So Jokic fouled in the act.
I think it was on Towns right there. Right now, Towns has 3 fouls. Rudy Gobert has 4. Chris Savvy at drawing fouls. Being available is so
a stunner here in Denver and get this thing back to Minneapolis.
It's a possession, fouling Jokic, so you got to be smart.
But for a Denver team that people are talking about as a legitimate champion, and punch their ticket to the Western semis. Defense in order to put this team away right here. Alexander Walker outside. This is Towns.
It worked there for Denver.
Alexander Walker, the deflection. And
right there.
He's got a good argument. Whatever. Walker. Jokic fires. Towns was fouled.
And able to draw that foul on Jokic.
Plus bearing down on him here in Denver. Continue. Towns wants to take Murray, and
with your execution in the fourth quarter in the playoffs.
That was awfully close to gather the contact. 3-3, spins into the paint, over the top of Towns, off balance.
Ability to put the ball on the floor, and you guys, the other team really well in the beginning of the last game. They found success when MP.
He was 0 of 7 through 3 quarters, scoreless. He's come alive here in the atmosphere. What a scene here in Denver. Towns nearly the steal. Gordon gets it back. Massive plays for Gordon.
Well, there's an Ole. The previous possession, securing that rebound.
And Anthony Edwards has not scored yet in the fourth. Here he comes, right on cue.
Nice little set right there. Karl Anthony Towns dribbled at Edwards, just couldn't convert.
Anthony, he's got 24. But again, look at
Stephanie ready. They're going to double team him. Maybe you don't set screen and roll
for Minnesota. Murray.
I don't know.
5-point game. Edwards the kick. Alexander knocked it down. Boy, with the money on the table, he has been at 6 to shoot. Jokic off the bobble. He's going to fire. Shot. Edwards around a screen to the rack goes in their 47 years of existence.
Put Gobert, who did a pretty decent job on Jokic early in the
defender. That kind of caught you by surprise a little bit. Let's see. I am starting to get senses of deja vu. Towns extends for the 3-time All-Star. Porter, Jokic, here comes the 2-time MVP, bearing down on the Timberwolves. Edwards crosses over, elevates, miss. They'll get it to Murray. 30 seconds, Jokic, then a little hesitation.
Fouling out.
So Towns fouls just to a 5-point cushion. Had to work their way through the play-in. Knocked off OKC to take the here in Denver. Conley fakes, fires.
2-possession game with 13 seconds left.
13.9 seconds left. Each team has a timeout. Tremendous free agent signing in the offseason. Here comes Edwards quickly, kicks near side, Prince, no. Inbound to Jokic, quick whistle.
By Michael Malone.
8th career postseason triple-double for him and miss. And you can feel the tension in this building. 8 of 9 is Jokic. Edwards finally gets it to him. Edwards launches. Edwards had a chance.